Hi everybody, welcome, Emily here. Today I'd like to guide you in a restorative practice. So that's really going to just be two shapes. I'm going to guide you to come into Viparita Karani with our legs up a wall. So for the practice today, you just need to, even if you just need to put the video on pause for a moment and create some space where you have enough space just to slide your legs up a wall. If you don't have a wall, you could easily do this sitting lying next to your bed and putting your legs up over your bed. So your knees would be bent, but you'll still get some great benefits from doing that. So a couple of options for your legs up the wall, or a chair. A chair would also be okay if you're not close to the bed. So I'm going to demo this with the wall, and we're going to just come straight into this shape, and we'll spend about 10 minutes in this shape, and then we'll come into Shavasana, and then I'll guide you through a little bit of a yoga nidra before we close. So to come into this, there's a couple of options. One thing you could do is to just bring a blanket up towards the edge of your wall or your yoga mat and lift your legs up with your sacrum on the ground. It's actually the easiest way to get into the shape. So if you're finding it really hard with height underneath your hips, just come down and just come with your sacrum closer to the ground. And if you're menstruating, you might find that you prefer to have the sacrum grounded and not have your hips higher than your heart. Just depending on how you're feeling, can sometimes feel just a bit wrong, a little bit uncomfortable having that flow moving in the other direction. So listen into that. I'll show you how to do this with your hips elevated. Just gives a little bit more benefit to this inversion. It makes it a little bit more inverted, which is really nice and refreshing for the body and the brain. So if you have a bolster or a cushion of some sort, just bringing it about 10 centimeters away from the wall so that it's not squished all the way up to the wall. It's going to give you a bit more space. And then you come to sit onto the bolster so that your hip is parallel to the wall, and then from there you can kind of support yourself on your hands, start to swing yourself around. So you lift your legs up the wall, and then you're swinging yourself around so that you have your sacrum resting on the bolster, your legs, your heels resting against the wall, and then your shoulder blades and the back of your head are on the floor. If you need now just something underneath your head to support you, you might place a cushion or a blanket underneath your head. So feel free to go and get whatever bits and pieces and props you need to be super comfortable here. You might also feel like you want a blanket over the top of you here as well to be nice and warm and comfortable. It can be nice to have a bit of weight on the tummy. And then letting yourself settle here. If you've got an eye pillow, you could place that over your eyes. Feel free to get as creative as you like with making this nice and nourishing and a little nest for yourself. Your arms, hands can rest on your belly or rest just beside your body, or even out to the sides or up and overhead if that feels nice. Let's start to just take a couple of deeper breaths as you settle yourself into this shape, allowing with each out breath your body to become heavier and heavier on the ground or on the prop, so that the weight of your legs, even though they're supported on the wall, starts to really encourage the sacrum and the spine to spread onto the ground, melt into it. And taking this moment here to really feel held by the earth. And in return, offering our deepest gratitude and respects to this land that we're on, the country that we're on, and those custodians of this land that have looked after it for many thousands of years, the first peoples of the land and where you are, and paying respects to their elders past and present and those emerging. And taking another nice long smooth breath in through the nose and letting the breath out as a big sigh. This restorative shape, there really is nothing for you to do. Simply to be here, allowing your body to settle, to let go. Giving yourself permission to not do anything else for this time. We're bringing the feet and the legs higher than the heart, allowing that blood flow to pull down from the legs into the pelvis. You might even imagine or visualize here that you're drawing in everything that you need through the breath, through the blood, drawing that into your center. Allowing all of your attention to settle in that place. Noticing how it feels to allow yourself to be here for quite a stretch of time. It's quite normal to find the mind looking for things to do, perhaps judging us for being still. Perhaps telling us of all of the things that we need to do. Seeing if you can allow yourself to settle back into this quality of being, a human being rather than a human doing. It might take some peeling back of the layers to find deeper and deeper relaxation, letting go. Noticing if there's any areas in the body that are holding tension. Perhaps the mind is thinking and the face is tense, the shoulders, the jaw, forehead. And what happens when you consciously let those areas relax? We'll take about 5 more breaths here. And then to come out of this shape, coming out nice and slowly, you can start to bend your knees up first. And then you can roll yourself gently over to one side. So if you're on the bolster, you might feel like you're going to topple off. You're also welcome to kind of push yourself out off the bolster. Rolling to the side tends to be the kind of easiest way to come out. And then from there, you can kind of roll yourself up. And just come up to all fours and make your way into a little bit of a child's from here. So just wherever you are, on your blanket, on your mat, just folding forwards with the head down, the arms by your sides. You can bring yourself up onto your knees and then make your way into Shavasana from here. So just laying out on your mat, doesn't matter where your mat is, it might still be against the bed or the wall. You can bring that bolster now underneath your knees, lie yourself back onto the floor. You may like to cover yourself in a blanket, have an eye pillow over your eyes. Whatever feels really nice and comfortable for you to be relaxed here. Noticing how the body settles after that period of legs up the wall. You might feel a sense of tingling in the legs and the hips. And thank you for joining me for this restorative practice today. It's such a pleasure to guide you in this. And let me know if you have any questions at all. Otherwise, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.